Hello everybody, in today's video we have Paul Chamberlain from RV Reviews by the Air Force Guy. He's going to give us 7 things you need to know before purchasing a new RV.
Relevant, relatable, and reliable information from full-time RVers.
Hello everybody, my name is Russ with The Roads We Roam, and today I'm here with Paul from RV Reviews by the Air Force Guy. Welcome, Paul.
Well, I'm glad you invited me over.
So, first of all, I was wondering if you might be able to give us a little bit of an idea of what your experience is in the RV industry.
Well, my experience in the RV industry started back in the summer of 2001.
Okay.
So, I've been doing this long enough to know enough to be dangerous.
What's the biggest misnomer about RV salespeople?
I mean, there are a lot of misnomers with RV salespeople because of the fact that we're a little bit different than most. If you get somebody that actually knows what they're doing, not only are they going to know the RV industry, they're also going to know the truck industry as far as from a tow rating, tow capacities, because that is something major that's an issue out there.
Yeah, you know, I have seen a lot of stuff that comes off of lots, towing some rigs, and I'm like, there's no way that thing should be towing that. I can't believe this dealer sold them on that. And I don't know if it was just somebody just going for a sale, or if they just didn't know any better.
Well, so it could be two ways. One, it could be the dealer not knowing any better.
Yeah.
Two, it could be that the individual purchasing that RV saying, you know what, listen, I understand, I can't tow it, but I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, because we do educate people, and we've had customers that tell us, you know, well, we don't care. We feel we're fine, and they want to take it anyway.
You know, that's a good point, because I always, when I see something like that, I was like, what's the dealer doing? But there are two parties here. So now, speaking about people buying RVs, especially new buyers, what do you think is the most important thing or things that they should be aware of?
Well, first of all, if they don't have a tow vehicle, I think that's a great thing.
Okay.
Because if you don't have a tow vehicle, let's go in and find the RV that is going to be perfect for you, for your wants and needs. And understand one thing: what's perfect for you today, in 2, 3, 5 years from now, is not going to be perfect for you either.
Yes.
Okay. So, but go out and try to find, what is going to fit your wants and needs today, and then match that with the proper tow vehicle. Now, on top of that, kind of set some type of budget. How much money you're looking to put down, how much money can you afford maybe on a monthly basis, or are you going to be paying cash?
Mm-hmm.
So set yourself a budget.
Now, I know a lot of people like to go to shows and purchase because they feel that they get a better deal.
Okay.
Can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, sure. I mean, the benefit of an RV show is the fact that you have one location where you can go see massive amounts of RVs.
Yeah.
Now, on the flip side, that could be a bad thing, because I've had people that have bought at a show before, and what do? They come in to pick it up the next week, and they say, well, Paul, this thing's missing this or it's missing that. And I said, no, you're confusing it with something else. But I mean, there's pluses and minuses to anything. The benefit at the show, a lot of times you're going to have some of the factory reps, so if you want to talk to them directly, not that all factory reps know as much as the salesperson. Be careful of that. But shows are great place for you to see multiple RVs.
Yes.
So, but the thing is, you've got to be careful. Some of the bigger shows, one thing you should be very careful of is make sure you understand who you're talking to, because in some of these larger shows, the dealerships have higher guns, and you have no idea what dealership you're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
You want to have some sense of who you're dealing with. I'd like to know that, when if I was at a show buying something, I'd like to know that, when that unit came in 2-3 months from now, that I'm meeting back with that person that sold it to me. I'm not going to be having this issue, well, he said, she said.
So we talked about buying at a show. Now, when you're looking for dealers, how can you make sure, are there any telltale signs that tell you that you're dealing with a reputable dealer?
Well, of course, in today's day and age with the internet, I think it makes it very easy. Keeping one thing in mind, that in some cases, well, I guess maybe in most cases, people would rather complain than pat somebody on the back.
Very true.
Okay? But I think that if you were able to read Yelp reviews, Google reviews, things of that nature, you get some type of a sense on what type of a dealer that dealer is going to be after the sale.
Yeah.
Because it's really not before the sale.
No, you're right.
So I think that that's an important part too. Is how am I going to be taken care of after the sale, and not only from the necessary dealer. What I do for customers is customers have my cell phone.
Yeah.
So when they're out and about, they're camping, they forget how to do something, they can reach out to me. Because I tell you, there are so many things that we go over on a show through. You can't expect people, especially newer people,
Yep.
to remember these things. So, you want somebody that's there before the sale, during the sale, as well as after the sale. That's really what it comes down to. Are you dealing with somebody that really has your best thoughts? Are they really thinking about you?
Yeah.
Or are they just thinking about making the sale?
Exactly. On the opposite side of that, are there anything that we should be looking for that kind of raise a red flag that tell you maybe you should move on to a different dealer or even salesperson for that matter?
Well, and that's a good question, and I think that there are times that you walk in, and if you run into a situation where, and maybe you need to do some homework before you go out to a dealer, and that's one thing great about YouTube. You can do a heck of a lot of homework before you go to a dealer, but if you feel that they're not giving you the absolute truth, if you're sitting down doing numbers, be sure that you ask them to show you all the numbers. Because a lot of these dealers, they have these additional fees that they add on after the fact. So you might be at one dealership, they give you a number, and you think, okay, that's a great deal. You go to another, you go to another dealer, they give you a number, and it's way high, and you're like, well, I'm going back to this other dealer. You go back to that dealer, then they add all these additional fees on.
Yeah.
And sometimes they do it pretty slick. So watch that stuff and ask the right questions up front. And I think that you can go ahead and get those answers and keep from having those issues, so you're not kicking yourself after the sale.
If you're at a dealership, you want to stay at that dealership, but let's say that salesperson just kind of rubs you wrong. Is it okay to ask for a different salesperson?
Absolutely. Listen, I've had it happen. Unfortunately, you can't please everybody.
Exactly.
Your personalities, for whatever reason, that happens. And by all means, all you need to do is just go ask one of the sales managers and say, look, I'd love to deal with your dealership, but can I have somebody different?
Okay.
Whether it's somebody that maybe knows a little bit more, or whether you feel that somebody maybe is a little bit personable, somebody that's more your style.
Are there any better months or even better times of the month to purchase an RV?
As far as from a price standpoint, if you have leftovers, like right now we're coming into 2020 model year. If there's 2019 leftovers, obviously that's going to be a better deal than buying a 2020.
Yeah.
But again, now the next thing you're going to run into, well, does a 2020 have the different color that you want? Does it have another option that you want? So, your best deal is not always your best price. I've had a number of customers over the years that have come back to me that went and bought and saved, maybe $1,000, maybe a few $1,000, because they were saving money on the front end.
Yeah.
But they realized within a very short period of time that it cost them money.
If you're in the market for a new RV, check out this playlist here. We've done tours of tons of different RVs.